Hey everyone, today's April 20th, 2017, and as of today I've officially been on testosterone for 2 years, so that's pretty exciting for me. Um, I realized today I hadn't even made a 1 year update video, so this is way overdue, and a lot has changed, so here we go. First off, I graduated high school, and as of next week I will have finished my first year at State University. Um, I'm not sure if it's where I'm gonna stay long term, but it's what I've been doing, and I'm gonna stay there for the next year at least. And it's been a really good experience. I've met a lot of cool people. I've done a lot of cool things, um, and it's been really great. Um, in more trans-related issues, February of 2016, I had my name officially legally changed, and later that summer, I had my gender changed on my passport, which I then used to change my gender on my driver's license. Thank you, Michigan. Um, but that's been a weight off my shoulders. I think the biggest thing for me is that coming out as trans is no longer an obligation for me. It's not something that I have to do. And that's not to say that I've ever hidden the fact that I'm trans. It's not something that I'm ashamed of. It's something I'm really proud of. I'm proud of who I am as a person, and I've come a long way to be able to say that, but I'm no longer put in positions where I don't feel comfortable. I'm able to control it now, I guess is what I'm trying to say. I can choose who I come out to, when I come out to them, if I feel comfortable, um, how I come out to them, as opposed to being forced into uncomfortable situations where I don't feel safe. And that's a huge relief for me. I'm trying to think what else. I think I've talked before in my other videos about my struggles with mental health issues. I think I've mentioned that I've been diagnosed with depression. Um, that really became a big issue for me my junior year, and I started taking antidepressants then, and they never really did anything for me. I started seeing a therapist for depression my senior year, um, and that did help a lot, and then I got diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. I don't want to spend a ton of time talking about really what that means, just because this video isn't about that, but I will leave some helpful links in the description if anybody wants to know more about that. But that's something that I've been struggling with a lot, especially lately, but it's something that I realized I've been struggling with for a really long time. And so I got referred to a therapist who specializes in dialectal behavioral therapy, which is a specific kind of therapy that is used to treat people with borderline personality disorder and other emotional regulation disorders like borderline personality disorder. It's about a year-long program. I go through Pine Rest, and I've been doing that since late August, early July, and it has made a huge difference in my life. I used to have a really, really hard time, and I still do have hard times, obviously. It's still a struggle, and it's something that I will be dealing with for the rest of my life, but I've noticed huge improvements in how I feel and just my life in general. I also I see psychiatrists now who has prescribed me antidepressants that really work well for me, and that have been making a huge difference in dealing with my depression. And I feel like I've just improved a ton from where I used to be, especially 2 years ago, in a lot of areas. I still do a lot of LGBT activism work. I'm on a couple panels and coalitions with some other youth. I've spoken on a couple panels educating educators who work in schools, and I still stay in contact with people from my high school GSA. That'll always be something that's very close to my heart. I love all of them, and I love the program, and I am so proud of the work that they've been doing even since I've left. So that's something that I want to be involved with for a really long time. I have officially changed my major from chemistry, which is what I declared when I registered at the university, and what I wanted to do for as long as I can remember, to women and gender studies, women, gender, and sexuality studies, technically, with a minor in LGBT studies. I'm not sure, like I said before, if that's what I'm going to stick with. I'm also kind of considering zoology, in which case I would look into transferring to Kent State, but that is at least a year away, so I don't know about that yet. But I guess to sum things up, things are going pretty well. It's been a rough 2 years. I've lost a lot of people that meant a lot to me, and I've gone through a lot. But I feel like I'm in a good place, which sounds really cliche, and I wish I'd said something different. But I feel good. So if you're still watching this, thanks, and I hope you have a good rest of your day. That was the dumbest way to end a video I've ever done.